on the day, but as Eddie has caught me in the jacket, has been saying to us, I mean, so many positives to take, but obviously coupled with still losing the game. Can you try and explain maybe your emotions at this point?
Yeah, I think the most overwhelming feeling is obviously we're disappointed that we lost the game. This was a game that we wanted to win. We're at home, and just on being at home, I thought our support today was fantastic. I thought the fans really got behind the team, and they really created a great atmosphere to play in. Albeit, I think we're still very still very proud of the fight that we showed. There was numerous times in that game where it would have been easy to roll over, and we stuck in it, and I think we tried to put our best foot forward.
The quality of England's scrummaging in particular, particularly when you bear in mind the disruption too from the first couple of minutes, absolutely outstanding. How do you feel that the scrum currently is, and how much further could it yet maybe evolve for today?
No, there's massive amounts of growth. The scrum, as you rightly said, was really good today. It was a big weapon for us, and it helped us put a foothold into the game. And the scrum is a hallmark of English rugby, so we need to make sure that we continue to develop it and continue to go forward with it.
Reports since I spoke to you in the week that you've been taken ill. Can you just give us a bit more detail, if you don't mind, on what was wrong and maybe how close you maybe were to not playing? Because certainly watching you out there, you seem to be absolutely full of juice.
I don't want to be too gruesome with you with what I was going through, but it wasn't too pleasant. It was yesterday morning, throughout the day, it slowly began to get better, and it being Thursday night was fairly rough, but we have a good medical team, and I've taken all the necessary pills to stop the passage.
Good. If you don't mind me just finishing, I know it was a critical moment, and I'm not expecting you to necessarily comment on a referee's decision, but the turnover, the decision that obviously gave Ireland a penalty at 15-all when Freddie Stewart was then streaking clear with an intercept, was a critical moment in the game. How did you view it?
Yeah, is one of those things, isn't it? I think it's I don't really want to comment on any one decision in the game. I thought we showed great fight to get it to there, and unfortunately we couldn't kick on further on, but I'm proud of the effort of the team.
Thank you, mate. Bad luck today.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Ross. Duncan Beck, please. Oh, you've muted yourself, Duncan.
Hey, Maros. When you win 6 scrum penalties, would you expect the opposition scrum to be penalised by the ref more with a maybe yellow card? He only brought them on the fine. I think it was the 6th penalty he actually had a word with them for the first time.
Yeah, I guess so. It's as I said, I don't really want to be commenting on too much on referees' decisions either way. But our scrum was dominant today, and we're really proud of that. You're on mute again.
Did you feel you were right throughout the game? Did you feel you had a chance of winning it right up until the end? I think it was the 72nd minute when it went over. Did you have that belief right throughout the game?
We did. Eddie trains us often. Often we have training sessions with 13 men, 13 aside. So it's a scenario that isn't too alien to us. Obviously, we don't want to be playing games with 13, 14 men down, but I thought there was a strong amount of belief in the squad, and I think if you watch the game up until about that 68, 70 odd minute, it was nip and tuck, and I thought we showed a lot of fight.
You obviously know Charlie Ewers very well. How's he been in the dressing room, and what's the kind of message to him now?
No, he's Charlie's a great player. He came off and he was looking at what they were doing, offering little bits of advice here and there. Spoke to him at half time. He was very switched on the next steps and offering some advice and solutions to the problems that we were facing. So obviously he's going to be upset that he had to go off early, but his contribution to the team is well acknowledged, and he would definitely be back from this.
Thanks, Duncan. James Weil, please.
Maro, just a little bit of a technical one from me. In a situation like that, you've totally got to reconfigure the second row position there. What exactly did you do? Did you move across to the tight head side?
Yeah, that was it. I moved across the tight head side. Obviously, Courtney has been playing most of his rugby over the last couple of seasons at 6, but he was traditionally a second row, so he moved into the loose head lock.
And what sort of difference is it in playing in those two positions? Is it quantumly different, or pretty much the same?
It's a little bit different, but it's not a massive amount of difference. Tight headlock, you get a bit more weight going through you, but it's relatively similar.
Went well, didn't it?
The scrum did go well, yeah, it did.
Yeah, well done, mate.
Thank you.
Thanks. And Pierre, last question from you. Thanks.
Yeah, sorry. My question is about the French forward, Maro. How do you find them from the start of the tournament?
Obviously, French have done well. They've won, all their games so far, so they've done well, and it's going to be a good challenge next week.